Hello all, welcome back to the next one. In this one, we will take a look at ITestResult interface. So let me just bring up Eclipse, and I've created a class called TestNG ITestResult demo, and I think it's here somewhere. So in the class, we have test method 1, test method 2, and one after method, and I'll explain you what all means. One thing I wanted to mention is please do not use the exact results from TestNG. Like, do not just use ITestResult. Always append something or add something on before, because if we use the same names from an existing library, we might have issues when we run the code. So now let's take a look. Other thing is I'm using assert here, so please make sure that we use assert from TestNG, because a lot of people have JUnit libraries also, and then you will have issues. So what we have right now here is we have a print statement inside test method 1 that it's running test method 1, and then we are asserting false. So basically we are asserting false to assert true, so which means test method 1 is gonna fail. And in test method 2, again a print statement, and we are asserting true to assert true, so which means test method 2 is gonna be successful. Now what we want to do here is we want something or some way by which we know what was the result of the previous method which was run. So let's say if test method 1 was run, I want to know what was the result, like if it was successful or it failed. So for those things, TestNG has provided an interface called ITestResult, and this can be used to figure those things out, figure out the status of the last run test method. And this interface is like a listener. It's kind of listening every time, and after every test method is run, it knows the status of the last run method, so we can use it to fetch the status. Now we can use it in combination with after method, because after method is always run after every test method. So basically if we use the ITest listener here, we'll be able to fetch out the result, right? So to use the ITestResult, what we want to do here is we will provide an argument to the after method here. So ITestResult, and I'm just gonna name the argument as test result. So ITestResult is the type, and test result is our name of the argument. I'm gonna hover the mouse on it, and I'm gonna click on import ITestResult from org.testng. Always make sure we import the correct thing. Once we have it, we can actually kind of print the status. So let me just say CISO, and I'm gonna print maybe the method name first right now. So we'll see we can use it in different ways. So test result dot get method and dot get method name. So if we see this, basically test result, and this guy returns, it says it returns this method, the test method this result represents. So basically the get method is the test method which the result is representing, and then get method name, it returns the method name, and it's usually, yeah, it's obviously gonna be the method name in which we ran the test cases. So that's what we're returning right now, and we can also get the status and do those things. So let me first run it right now, and we will just go step by step. So run as TestNG test, and we can see up here that test method 1 is failed because we expected true, but we know that we provided false, so it's gonna fail. And test method 2 is successful. In console we can see running test method 1 is coming from test method, and this is coming from after method, test method 1, the name of the method, and then running test method 2, and test method 2, the name of the method. So basically that's what we printed here, right? So we know that in after method we could fetch the name of the test method which was run just before it. So first time it returned us test method 1, and second time test method 2. which is pretty cool, and we can use it in a lot of different ways. So now let me just do one more thing. So I'm gonna do if. So based on the status of the last test case, we can print few things, or we can do some actions, or if you wanna do something based on the previous result, let's say my test was failed and I wanna take a screenshot, or my test was successful and I wanna report something, I wanna enter something into the database. I mean, anything you can do depending on your application or your needs, but the important part is we have the capabilities to take actions based on the result of the last test case. So I'm gonna say test result dot get status. So this thing is gonna return us. So you can see on the left the status of this result using one of the constants above. So basically get status equals to, and then constant we want to use here is ITestResult, and it should be exactly same, right? ITestResult dot failure. So let's say I'm based on the failure, I'm gonna print something. So let me just copy this thing here, and I can add a few more things to make it little easy to understand. So because it's on the test case failed, I'm printing here failed plus the name of the method that failed. So basically that's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna use the same thing, one more if condition, and in this one we can say ITestResult dot started success. So basically we want the one from success, and here I'm gonna say successful and the name of the method. I want to show you one more way to get the name of the method. So basically instead of doing get method dot method name, we can just say get name, and if I hover my mouse you can read the description. So let me actually bring it on little bit up so you can read the description. It says the name of this test result, and typically it is identical to the name of the method. So we can just do this as well. Now we have both the test methods and we have the after method, and we are printing the results based on it, right? So let me right click it, run as TestNG test, and let's see the output. So running test method 1 and failed test method 1, running test method 2 and successful test method 2. So these two lines are coming from our after method, which is using the ITestResult, right? And the further ones, this is from the TestNG report, which by default happens, and this exception or error is from the failed test case, and we already know about this one, so it's all expected. Let's take a look at the import statements. Import statement for this is org.testng.ITestResult. So that's about it. It can be used in many ways as we discussed. So please go ahead, download the code file, practice it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next lectures. Thanks for running this one. Thanks.